Hello everyone. This tutorial is to explain how we will be preparing the execution plan report for the strategic projects. But let me first, go over those projects that have been approved by the Higher Council. In fact, the college, the YIC college, has submitted 8 strategic projects. But we lately learned that the Higher Council only approved 6 of those projects. And on the screen, you see the 6 projects and a summary of those projects. The first project is alignment of academic programs with market needs. And this project starts in September 2021 and ends in September 2023. And the supervisory party, the party supervising this project is the Planning and Development Directorate. And the project manager or project facilitator is the HOD of Curriculum Department. The second project, which is the lab modernization and rehabilitation, starts in June 2021 and ends in June 2025. And the supervising party is the Education and Training Directorate. And the project managers are the HODs of academic departments, because this rehabilitation of labs is not only for one department, it's for all departments. So we thought more than one facilitator, one manager will be for those for this project. The third strategy project was the ACIT accreditation, which is institutional accreditation. It was postponed until September 2024 to December 2025 because we were waiting for NCAA accreditation. And this is under the Planning and Development Directorate, and the HOD of Planning Department will be responsible or be the project facilitator or manager. The fourth project is establish a constructive partnership for enhancing the student opportunities. And this starts in September 2021, ends in September 2025, under Education and the Training Directorate. And every project has a committee. And you can look to the attached file I already sent you about the draft report we made. Each project has its own supervisory committee. So one member of those of this supervisory committee will be the project facilitator or manager. And this is, I think, for the DMD of Education and Training Directorate will assign one. Also, the fifth project is Research and Innovation Activities Empowerment, also under the Education and Training Directorate. The project facilitator or manager will be one of the members of the committee. And the last project that has been approved is Improve Competitivity of YIC Training Services. It starts in May 2021 and ends in December 24th under the Education and Training Directorate, and member of the supervisory committee is the project manager. You can see that those 6 projects Four of them starts in 2021, which is the alignment, lab rehabilitation, the partnership of enhancing student opportunities, and improve the competitivity of YIC training services. So those we are required to submit the execution plan for those four projects. By the way, the details for those projects, the submitted details for those projects sometime ago, I already sent you that. I already sent you the file in the email. Oh. Seems I cannot. Seems I cannot run Excel. Okay, now we see the projects. This is the ACIT project. These are the details for the ACIT project. This project for the training services. Notice that here that this project is related to this KPI, CI.C2. The academic affairs or education and training is the responsible people for it. And the objective of the project and steps, also milestones of the project. This is the starting date of the project. This is the end date of the project. This is the KPI to active number of active partnership agreements and MOUs. This project serving this KPI. And also the budget 150,000 real for this one. For lab rehabilitation, for example, also this is under the Education and Training Directorate. It starts in June 21, ends in June 25th. This is the project, the milestones for the project has so many phases. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 1 modernization of petrochemicals laboratories. So like, for phase 1, the HOD of chemical engineering department will be the project manager. Phase 2, replacing hydrogen gas cylinder by hydrogen gas producer. Anyway, this is also, there is a budget for each one of these projects. Phase 3, phase 4, phase 5, and you can see here the budget. Phase 1, 4 million real. Phase 2, 200,000 real. Here you can, I attached this file in the last email I sent to all of you. And these are the milestones, and this is the period of execution of the project, and so on. I don't want to spend more time, in this, but I just want you to be aware of that there exists a file here, where you find everything about the project, even the KPI that this project is serving. So this is satisfaction of beneficiaries with learning resources, and KPI, second KPI, accreditation awarded or maintained. KPI, the third KPI, first year's student retention. This project is supposed to serve these KPIs in the annual business plan of YIC. So in order to write the execution plan report for those 4 projects, there are some elements must be there, exist in these reports. And for example, let us take the this project I prepared. This report I prepared. This is institutional accreditation, which is the ACIT accreditation. So project description. The first element supposed to be there, the project description. At least here, you know, the purpose of the project, you need to include the purpose of the project, the motives behind the project, how this project is related to the, how it's serving the KPIs, what KPIs this project is serving. So as many details as you can, but not only just, you know, one statement, okay, ACIT accreditation and that's it. So in some of the reports we already I attached in my email, you know, there was only just one statement, no motives, no connection to the KPIs. So we need you to go over those draft execution plan reports and redo the project description in more details. Also, the second main thing needs to be in the report, the milestones and activities for the projects. So you need to write the milestones. Okay, if they are the same as in the Excel sheet I just showed you, that's fine. If they are different, you need to change them. Also, it is fine, you know. But you can have main milestones, you can have sub milestones within the main milestone. Okay, so here the milestones for create an account in AMS, from within AMS, complete and submit inquiry questionnaire, pay the processing fees. Milestone 3, submission of ACIT documents, pay processing fees. Milestone 4, send at least one representative from YIC to attend the workshop. Milestone 5, and so on. You need to mention all these milestones of the projects until from the beginning until the end of the project period. After that, you know, you need to include a timeline for each milestone or sub milestone. For example, milestone number 1 here, milestone number 1, which is creating an account in AMS, this will be done in August 2024. Because this project starts in 2024. Milestone number 2 in September 2024. Milestone number 3 in December. We start working on this. So you need something like this, you know. You need here, like in the first row, you have all the period of the project from 24 up to 26. And then, you know, split to months. And you can drop each milestone in the corresponding slot. So we need this timeline. The planning and the quality are proposing proposing a template, for this one. Okay. They have this, I attach also this file, in my email. They are proposing something like this. You write here the milestone, when this milestone will start, when will it end, duration, and then you do something like this, bars, to show the timeline for the execution of the each milestone. So they prefer this format, and also, in addition to the timeline, we need a committee. We need a committee. Let me go back to it. So the project team directory, we need a committee that will be working on this project. So for example, here we have steering committee and we have technical committee for this project. For example, the HOD of planning will be the project facilitator, and it is under planning and development directorate, and there is a committee there headed by the MD of the college, and there are members there to take care of this project. And then we have project risk registry. By the way, I provided in this Excel sheet the risk registry for each project, and I also included this in the draft execution plan I sent to you in the email, in the last email. So this is the risk registry, for, I don't think you need to do anything because it is there in the report, in the draft report. Now, the only thing missing in the draft reports here, the timeline in this format, you need to be very specific, not only to say, okay, from 24 to 26. No, we need to be more specific. What are the milestones? What are the timeline for each milestone or sub-milestones? So, similar to what similar to this by planning and quality directorate. The other thing you need to include in the report, which is not part of the draft report I said already to you, is what is called the project follow-up form. The project follow-up form. This form, I also send this form to you. First, you need to write the name of the project, the owner of the project, whether it is the planning and quality or education and the training directorate. Anyway, reporting period, which is the period of the project, from the beginning until the end. This is the start of the project, this is the end of the project. The report date, it's the date when you prepare the project. Project milestones, you need to include the milestones one more time here, and relate those milestones to the KPIs. You need those KPIs. They are there in the Excel sheet. The KPIs, for every the KPIs that are served by each project. So they are there. You need to include them here. Here, what is accomplished so far? What have you accomplished in this project? So you need to write, to list those sub-milestones or milestones you have already accomplished in the project. Some of the milestones or sub-milestones, they were supposed to be accomplished and achieved within this quarter, but for some reason, they are not complete. So you need to write those milestones or sub-milestones that they were scheduled to be executed in first quarter but did not. Here you need to write, if any. Here the main root causes caused the delay. The causes or the reasons behind the delay in the execution of some of the milestones behind the schedule, and how this is going to impact the due date of the project. Is this going? Does that mean the project will be extended further for a longer period? You need to mention this in the impact to upcoming milestones. Also, what are the corrective actions you have taken as a committee? You have taken, in order to rectify the delay of some of the milestones. You need to write this one here. Also, planned preventive actions. If you are afraid that you're going to run into a similar situation of delay or some other problems, you need to write the preventive actions you will be taking, so you don't run in the same problem again. Accomplishment planned for next reporting period. For next quarter, what are the milestones and the activities you will be accomplishing? And if, okay, we included the risks in the report. If there are other risks we didn't know before about, you need to include them other than what was there in there. So issues and problems, came up, during the execution of the project. And any comments. This is called the project performance follow-up report. And this report will be signed by the project facilitator or project manager, who is usually one of the members of the committee, the supervisory committee on the project, and signature and date. Here, the project sponsor is the MD. In all of these projects, the project sponsor is the MD of YIC. Okay, so okay. So we need a committee. You can check the committee in the projects I sent to you, and you will see that most of these projects are that the chair is the DMD of planning or the DMD of education and training, and the members are the HODs of academic departments. So so now it's due tomorrow. Unfortunately, this is due tomorrow. Let's say Wednesday. Okay, the due date, and we need the detailed description of the project with motives and relating this project to the KPIs. We need the timeline in this format. We need the timeline in this format, and detailed one, not general one. We need more specific. We need to go down to the month level, and also we need the project follow-up, performance follow-up, to be filled and signed by the MD and the project manager. Engineer Shamir and Engineer Haqqani and Engineer Luay will help you, and Dr. Liaqat will help you in the editing and the finalization of the project. So now we have 4 people who will be working, but you need to provide them with the details, with the data. You need to provide them with the milestones, the timeline, so and the project description. So in order for them to be able to finish the report in the format required by planning and quality. Actually, the planning and quality are not giving us time. They said they needed this in Tuesday, but okay, let us make it Wednesday. Inshallah, will be final. And you have the draft or preliminary draft of the execution plan. And all you need to do just to elaborate on the project description, and you need to provide a timeline in the format, and you need to fill the follow-up performance follow-up report and get it signed from the MD and the project manager. And this is all about it. And inshallah, tomorrow in the meeting, I will receive your questions and try to answer them to the best I can. Thank you.